June 2018. Nicole Kessinger said she met Chris in approximately May or early June 2018, and they began to talk and hang out. She said, "Met him early June, might have been May, just talking at work, pretty casual." Chris also said he met Kessinger around June 1st.
So, I met Chris at work. He's not like one of my direct coworkers. He just works kind of in passing in the same office building as me. I met him, I don't know, probably around the beginning of June, maybe before that.
But I can talk a little bit more about Nicole. So walk me through it, because that was one of the things we never really got to ask you about.
Right, we didn't
Just
talk.
kind of skipped on and talked about where the girls were. But so what happened there?
So it was probably around June 1st or something. That's when I first met her. And it was just like a work conversation. She messed with the gas meters that, we were out in the field. And I was messing up. And then I took it to her like, hey, what's going on with this? Like, how do I fix it? And,
June 1st, 2018. Shanann posted pictures showing their weight loss since 2016. Shanann posted a picture of the girls saying, "My world." Saturday, June 2nd, 2018. On this day Nicole Kessinger had 3 Venmo transactions. They are: Hazelbrook Sober Living paid Nicole Kessinger on Venmo for B-Day Cabin. Hazelbrook Sober Living Recovery is an award-winning sober living recovery program in the Denver Metro, Colorado Springs, and Pueblo areas. Nicole Kessinger paid Seth Johannes, I believe a friend, on Venmo for extra person joined Mountain House. Nicole Kessinger paid Stephanie Kessinger, her sister, on Venmo for added person to Mountain. I wonder who this extra person was. At 5:32 a.m., Shanann posted, "Exactly why I don't run." At 7:53 a.m., Shanann posted, "Saturday morning snuggles. Note Chris in the background with the still plays with blocks top on again. I think he likes that shirt, he wears it often." Sunday, June 3rd, 2018. Shanann posted, "While Chris ran upstairs and I was holding Bella who didn't feel well. Celeste put her shoes on and hat and ran outside to play. I thought she went upstairs with Chris. This kid is so independent and strong-willed. Trying to embrace it without it killing me." Shanann's dad, Frank, commented on the post, saying, "Celeste, it's not cold out, looks like Pop Pop is putting up a new lock on door. I believe this is the reason the door lock went on. I know Frank did it after one of his visits." June 4th, 2018. Shanann posted, "Bella and I spent the day together." Shanann's mom commented on this post saying, "Feel better, baby girl. Bella must have been feeling poorly." Later that day at 9:46 p.m., Shanann posted, "Happy birthday, Nicole. Can't wait to celebrate with you in San Diego in 2 weeks. We are going to have an amazing time. Love you, girl." If you look at the pics Shanann has used, you can see none of them are older pics, which verifies to me that Nicole had only been friends with Shanann a couple of years. June 5th, 2018. Shanann was busy. She got up at 3 a.m. waiting for the launch of Burn from Lavelle, while Chris went to work and received the first email recorded in Discovery from Kessinger. This email was directed to the workforce. Sent at 8:50 a.m., Kessinger said, "Gentlemen, I spoke with my gas monitor vendor regarding your app access. Our account has been reset. Please continue to use the same credentials you were provided upon receiving your unit. Let me know if you continue to have issues or require anything further. Best regards, Nikki Kessinger, HSE representative." At 10:28 a.m., Chris replied, "Thanks, Nikki. Have a great rest of your day." Chris Watts, E40's Rover Field Coordinator. I have a problem with this time frame of the emails. They read as though Chris and Kessinger are only just starting to speak, but if we go back to Shanann and Chris, talking about having baby number 3, Chris said he only agreed because it took so long for Shanann to get pregnant with Bella and Celeste, so basically he didn't expect it to happen before he and Shanann possibly parted ways. This tells me Kessinger was already on his mind. Chris said in one of his letters to Cadel that he never saw his marriage as a struggle until he met Nikki. So why was he struggling regarding baby number 3? Also on May 29th, when Shanann told him she was pregnant, Chris said he wasn't jumping for joy, because he felt guilty that he was talking to Nikki at work. I believe Chris and Kessinger were talking from at least the very beginning of May.
I watched that video of you finding out that Shanann was pregnant. Don't seem excited. You seem like kind of in shock.
Scared.
And yeah, like, oh fuck. Like,
Well,
it's already complicated and now this.
Well, it's like when we had talked about it, like a couple weeks, it happened fast. Like with Bella, it was like we almost gave up trying, and then she bought me like a supercharger for my car. And then with Cece, it was like we had to try, and then finally, but with Nico, it was once or twice, and then like 2 weeks later, she's pregnant.
Is that what happened?
Yes. But like it was insanely fast. I give it that. Like that's the only reason I ever gave that notion, like even the moment of thought, because it was like maybe I already felt guilty about talking to Nikki at work.
Yeah.
Maybe that was going through my head.
Is that the potential timing? Does that make sense? Okay.
I knew that like with that video timing, I probably just looked like I was like felt guilty for even talking to my girl at work.
The next couple of days Shanann concentrated on her Thrive posts. On June 6th, Chris received a text from Josh Rosenberg at 4:47 p.m. He asked Chris, "Hey, do they normally take a while to get back to people about applications?" At 6:07 p.m., Chris replied, "Yeah, they do, unfortunately. They drag their feet." Instantly Josh replied, "It's okay. Just curious so I know what to expect, lol." A couple of hours later at 8:06 p.m., Chris replied, "I waited for over a month when I got hired." At 8:14 p.m. Josh replied, "LOL, nice. That's what I'm used to from the water job here. They took forever to hire replacements." June 8, 2018, Shanann received hotel and luggage tags for San Diego, while Nicole Kessinger was receiving money from Jim Gutowski for birthday and beers through Venmo. Saturday, June 9, 2018, at 8:45 a.m., Shanann posted, "Text I get from hubby who just started burn." Shanann then at 9:53 a.m., attended Elf's for breakfast and Rise and Thrive. Then at 11:57 a.m. she posted, "Rise and Thrive number 2 done. Great time with these ladies this morning." Nicole Atkinson attended both events with Shanann. I don't see Celeste on any of Shanann's pictures, so I assume she is home with Chris. June 11, 2018, is the day Shanann put on her videos of how she told Chris and the girls they were having a baby.
We did it again. I like that shirt. Really?
Really?
That's awesome. So pink means...
That's just the test.
I know. It's just the pink is going to be girls.
I don't know. Just the test.
That's awesome. Guess when you want to, it happens.
Hey, guess what, girls? Mommy has a baby in her belly. Are you guys excited? Yes? Are you really excited? Oh my goodness. Come give me hugs. Oh. I love you, girls.
I got the baby a hug.
You want to give the baby a hug? I love you, Bella. You're so sweet. Give me a kiss. Yes, baby.
On one of the comments, Shanann's friend said, "Cutest thing ever. I loved your husband's reaction. He was way too cute, I'm almost tearing up with him. The girls are just adorable. Congratulations." Shanann replied, "He was so excited. He was the one that initiated this pregnancy." She also said, "He started crying. He really wanted a third." Shanann later posted, "We had such an eventful weekend. 3 birthday parties, play dates, 3 Thrive locals, concerts, and more. First trimester is no joke. Today I'm packing the girls' suitcase for our 6-week trip to North Carolina. This should be fun. Then I need to pack mine. This will be harder since most won't fit. Then off to do a deep cleaning on house before the girls and I leave. Plus grocery shop for a bachelor for 5 weeks on his own and meal prep for him. A lot to do this week. Thankful for Thrive." June 12, 2018. At 10:55 a.m., Nicole Kessinger emailed Chris. "Chris, thank you for being honest with me this morning. Truthfulness is so underrated in our culture. Saludos cordials, Nikki." Nicole Kessinger in interview said, when she talked to him he didn't tell her he was in a relationship, and he didn't mention his kids right away either. Then one day before Father's Day he told her he had 2 kids and a significant other. She said she didn't know her name for a while.
I think I met him sometime in June, probably early June. It might have been May. It was just talking at work. It was pretty casual. And he didn't have a wedding ring on his finger. And every time I talked to him, he didn't tell me that he was in a relationship. He didn't even mention his kids right away either. And then one day he told me that he had 2 kids. I was like, that's pretty cool. And started telling me about his kids.
That sounded like a sarcastic comment.
No, I thought it was kind of cute. I was like, oh, he's a dad. It was like right around Father's Day too. So whenever that is in June.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm not good with holidays.
He told me he had kids, and then it was Father's Day shortly after
Okay.
that. So that's what I do now. And I was like, I thought it was cute. And then he's telling me about him. He's pretty excited about him. And then he mentioned that he did have a significant other. And then he told me that those 2 were in the process of a separation.
At 11:54 a.m., Chris replied to her, "Nikki, I'm a straightforward guy. Lying just complicates things. I think you're absolutely stunning, and from what I've learned about you so far you seem like an amazing person. I hope to continue to get to know you better since we have a lot in common." Chris Watts, E40's Rover FC. Could this be the day when Chris told her he was married? She thanked him for being honest with her. I believe they were talking for a while, as she states herself, that he hadn't told her in prior conversations that he had kids or a wife. He was seen in the corridor talking to her by workmates, months ago, but could this be the actual day Chris told her he was a married man? At 2:31 p.m., Kessinger again emailed Chris. Chris, agreed, it is always nice to find people you can relate to. I enjoy talking to you as well. I feel understood. I am looking for someone to build a beautiful life with. Seems so simple but is so unrealistic sometimes. Build something similar to what you have done with your wife and those cute little girls. I do believe in karma, so out of respect for myself, you and your family, I think it is best if we keep that friendship at work. By the way, I keep the conversations we have between us. Best regards. Nikki Kessinger, HSE representative. Chris said once he told Kessinger he was married with children, she left him alone for a couple of days. Is this email her starting to back off, no longer wanting to move forward, just friendship? This, however, only lasted a couple of days.
She'd asked me, because like when we were talking back and forth, I would say, like we moved here from Colorado or from North Carolina and stuff like that, and then she's like, "What's all this weed stuff you come?" Like, I took out my phone and showed her a picture, like, my girl's on the phone. It's like, oh, okay. She's like, so you're like, yeah. Like, you know, I didn't wear a ring to work because like I sent it off so I get refitted after I lost all that weight. But
You lost so much weight that your fingers lost weight?
it was literally like I was out in the snow one time. I went like that, and my ring went off on the rocks. So I was panicking trying to find out that I can't wear this anymore. But so after that, she left me alone for a couple of days, and she texted me outside in the field. And then after that, we just kept texting back and forth.
At 4:21 p.m., Chris replied to Kessinger. Nikki, yes, a beautiful life is something that is hard to find in this world since people always seem to have an agenda for everything. I do believe in karma, so I agree with that as well. Any conversations we have will stay between us, no need to worry there. My work number is 72039099424 if you need to get a hold of me in the field. Sometimes email can be tricky with my spotty service out here. I have an early morning meeting and then I'm doing Loto for a construction crew on various sites all day, so if I don't see you tomorrow, I hope you have an amazing day, Chris Watts. E40's Rover FC. This is when he gives Kessinger his work phone number and she used it a couple of days later to text him at work. Shanann was busy posting. Looks like we are going to Cabo in October. Toes in the sand. June 13, 2018. Shanann posted. I used to wish I had more time in a day to get things done. Since Thrive I wake up early 4ish am and feel amazing. I start my day early and I stay focused and energized all day to accomplish my task. Love feeling this great. She also posted that she may or may not be eating a jar of pickles on the couch. June 14, 2018. Chris created nearly 200 contacts in his work phone. These included co-workers, Shanann and Nikki Kessinger. Shanann was busy serving up breakfast. A short while later Shanann posted a video saying, according to Bella, there's 5 babies in my belly. You can hear Chris in this video also.
Hey Bella, how many babies do I have in my belly?
5.
Whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
That's a lot of babies.
This is also the day when Bella sang, My Daddy is a Hero.
My daddy is a hero. He helps me grow up strong. He helped me snuggle too. He reads me books. He ties my shoes. If you're a hero, blue and blue, my daddy, I love you.
Friday, June 15, 2018. At 9 a.m., Chris sent Troy McCoy an image of a pipeline fire in Kansas. This explosion happened around 7:45 a.m. on June 15, 2018. A Southern Star Central natural gas pipeline exploded outside Heston, Kansas, early Friday morning, sending flames shooting 75 to 100 feet into the sky. At 9:34 a.m., Troy replied, wow. Later this day Shanann posted a picture of herself, wearing a t-shirt, saying all I wanted was a back rub. Shortly after she posted that she was with Amanda Thayer. Saturday, June 16, 2018. Chris mowed the lawn, Shanann posted. I love my sexy man. He keeps asking for things to do since he started Burn. He's getting his tan on for San Diego, he said. Also notice his weird smile, a sort of scowl smile. Yesterday Celeste had an accident, Shanann posted. Well, Celeste didn't break a body part, Mom on the other hand really hurt her pinky saving Celeste. Wrapped it with a DFT last night into this morning and it helped with the inflammation and discomfort. Ouch. That afternoon Shanann posted. The last 2 pregnancies I never wanted to leave my house unless I had to. This go around, I'm 4 years older and with 2 wild toddlers. I haven't stopped. Saying yes to birthday parties. Going to friend's house at 6 p.m. at night, taking kids to parks and splash pads. I am in love with this lifestyle of just living and enjoying every moment with my family without saying no, Mommy is too tired. I'm addicted to creating memories and living life to its fullest. Thrive Life is my best life. Yes, doctor approved premium nutrition. Amanda Thayer commented on this post asking Shanann if they had gone to the splash pads. Shanann replied they had not because they were afraid of Celeste overheating after her accident. Sunday, June 17, 2018, Father's Day. Chris texts Tony Brown, co-worker. Thanks again for covering this weekend. Last weekend with the kids meant a lot, I owe you one. At 8:19 a.m., Addie Maloney texted Chris saying, Happy Father's Day, Chris. Chris replied, Thank you. Tell Scott the same. Addie Maloney replied, Will do. At 8:23 a.m., Chris texts Josh Rosenberg, Happy Father's Day, man. Shanann posted messages for her father and Chris on Facebook. At 9:37 a.m., Josh Rosenberg replied to Chris, Thank you bro, Happy Father's Day to you as well. Chris, Shanann and the girls then went to Westminster Promenade Movie Theatre to watch The Incredibles. This was Celeste's first movie theatre experience. That afternoon she posted Father's Day wishes for Ronnie, Chris's dad. Shanann this afternoon went over to see friends, the Lindstroms. Shanann told Jeremy and Jennifer Lindstrom that she would not be at Caden's birthday party because she will be on a Thrive trip. Jennifer said that Shanann also told them they weren't planning on having another child, but Chris wanted to and she agreed to it because of how much of a hands-on dad he is, and that he would always be there to help her. Shanann told her this on Father's Day, and seemed excited about it. Jennifer said in her previous pregnancies Shanann has been ill, but this time she was feeling good. June 18, 2018, Shanann posted that she and Nicole Atkinson were getting their San Diego prep on. They had gone out to get their nails done. Later that day Shanann posted a couple of pictures showing the weather was bad behind her house. On one of the pictures I noticed that lights come on in the other houses when it gets dark, automatic on. This shows that on the night of August 13th, it would not have been totally dark at the back of the Watts house. At 6:36 p.m., Shanann posted a video of it hailing outside. Bella was concerned and Shanann was showing her there was nothing to be scared about.
Look at that hail. Almost done. It's almost done, see? It's stopping.
That evening at 8:03 p.m., Troy McCoy texted Chris saying, She is doing good, man. Made it out of surgery just fine and is now at home. I am going to try and just take tomorrow off. I hope to be back at work on Wednesday. 5 minutes later Chris replied, Awesome. So glad to hear that. Take as much time as you need, man. No turn-ins until Friday. At 8:15 p.m., Troy replied, Okay, thanks buddy. 20 minutes later Chris replied, No problem, man. Also on this day, Nicole Kessinger paid Jim Gutowski on Venmo for laughs and tents. June 19, 2018. At 10:10 a.m., Chris texts Tony Brown saying, I have to check out by 2 today for a doctor's appointment. If anything comes up later in the day I will let you know. At 12:56 p.m., Shanann posted a video showing round 2 of the hailstorm. In this video she says that her first ultrasound is at 3:15 p.m.
Who wants to watch round 2? We need the moisture, you guys, but it needs to stop because I got a doctor appointment in 2 hours. So it's gotta hurry up and stop because I need to go see if there's 1 or 2 babies in there. I'm really hoping there's just 1. So, alright you guys, so we go for our first ultrasound at 3-ish, 3:15. And
at 3:15 Shanann went for her ultrasound. She took Bella with her because Chris said he was running from tornadoes. This leaves me a question. Did Chris leave work at 2 p.m.? Where did he go? He was not with Shanann. At 5:06 p.m., Shanann posted that she loves Chris. And that he's the best dad they could all ask for. She also says she is 7.5 weeks pregnant and due February 1st. June 20, 2018. Shanann sent Addie Moloney a text message and pictures saying, Chris took these pics. These tornadoes were why he missed ultrasound. He was in a field running from them. June 21, 2018. Shanann's father, Frank, flew in. He is going to watch the girls when Chris and Shanann go to San Diego. At 8:06 a.m., Shanann visits the doctor with Celeste. She posts saying, Doctor visit for Princess and grabbing shot records so we can take them on airplane next week. Later she was in North Glen enjoying a steak and cheddar panini and posted that she still needs to pack today. Shanann that evening dyed her hair. June 22, 2018. At 5:09 a.m., Shanann posted, We are off to San Diego. And paid for lifestyle getaway from Laval. Excited to see our extended family. Traveling to San Diego, California from Southwest Airlines flight with Char Walker and Nicole Atkinson. Once on the plane she posts a couple of pictures. Josh and Cassie Rosenberg and Christina Meacham are also on this trip. Shanann posted a picture of the girls saying, Girls love their surprise we left them. Shanann then posted that they had arrived at their hotel. They were staying at the Seaport Tower, Manchester Grand Hyatt Hotel. Later she was sat by the pool doing her calls and enjoying the sun, while Chris was late in the pool with Josh Rosenberg. At 3:07 p.m., Chris created an entry in the contact list of his personal phone, titled APC Health Safety Environmental. The phone number entered is 72065595505, Nicole Kessinger's phone number. Did Chris add this so he could keep in touch with Kessinger while away? He most probably would not have had his work phone with him. Shanann posted that they were enjoying their first day. At 4:35 p.m., Chris texts Josh Rosenberg letting him know he was headed down. Instantly Josh Rosenberg replied, Okay, running razors to Christina. On my way. At 4:44 p.m., Chris replied, Cool deal. 6 minutes later at 4:50 p.m., Josh replied that he was at the wrong tower. Chris replied, laughing. Shanann then posted a picture. That evening they ate at a restaurant named Season 52. Christopher Miller is also on this trip and Chris's friend Mark Jameson comes as well. Back in Colorado, Nicole Kessinger paid Stephanie Kessinger, her sister, on Venmo. Comment said Sugarface. June 23, 2018. 1:07 a.m., Josh Rosenberg text Chris, asking, Hey, where did you go? 6:04 a.m., Chris texts Josh saying, Headed down to lobby. Straight away Josh replied, Getting clothes on now. I'm in front of the building. At 6:11 a.m. Chris replied, Had to get Shanann ice. Getting an elevator. They were going to work out at the hotel gym. At 7:38 a.m., Josh texted Chris. Hit me up when you're ready for food lol. I'm hungry, I told Cass I love her but I can't wait till 9:30 to eat lol. 7:41 a.m., Chris replied. LOL 9:30. Shanann went to Christina's room to get pants. She told me to meet her in lobby. I'm ready for food. At 7:48 a.m., Josh replied. LOL me too, I told Cass I can't wait that long. I'm sorry if we divorce but I'm going to get food. 7:49 a.m., Chris replied. LOL that's what happens when you run convention center steps. Hope your prenup is rock solid haha. 7:49 a.m., Josh replied. I'm putting shoes on. Shit she can have my $0.30 haha. 7:50 a.m., Chris replied. Shanann will divorce me if I get food without her. I will end up like the homeless guy yelling at myself on the street. 7:52 a.m., Josh replied, eating off the plate with needle lol. 7:53 a.m., Chris replied. LOL, we rushed back from the gym just to wait. 7:53 a.m., Josh replied. Going down the elevator, LOL right. At 9:07 a.m., Shanann posted pics to Facebook. At 4:08 p.m., Shanann posted more pics of day 2. I also want to point out the top Chris is wearing with Shanann. He also wears this top on a date with Nicole Kessinger. At 9:30 p.m., Shanann posted pictures from the night at the Thrive party. June 24, 2018. 6:13 a.m., Chris texts Josh Rosenberg saying he was headed down to the gym. At 7:56 a.m., Josh replied that he never set his alarm and didn't hear Chris's text. He said his body must have needed the sleep because he had just got out of the shower and he had woken up about 15 minutes ago. Chris replied, "You're good, bro. I figured I would just text just in case you needed some sleep. It was 1/4 of the people there this morning, LOL." At 8:19 a.m., Josh replied, "Yeah, LOL, that hangover workout sucks so most just skip it." Chris replied, "Amazing difference." Josh then told Chris they were headed down and asked, "What are you guys up to?" Chris replied that they were waiting on Mark to get out of shower. Mark Jameson, Chris's childhood friend, Josh said, "Go in and get him, LOL." Chris replied, "He's rinsing all the patron off." Josh said, "It usually lasts 2 days." At 1:58 p.m., Shanann posted that they were on a San Diego cruise. Josh Rosenberg said he noticed in San Diego that Chris was working out harder and there were changes in Chris's physique from it. Christina Meacham, who also attended this event, said this was the last time she saw Shanann. When Josh and Cassie Rosenberg were on their way home. At 7:50 p.m., Josh Rosenberg texted Chris a picture of the temperature, 106 Fahrenheit. He said he wasn't even home yet. Chris said, "Holy crap, that escalated quickly." Josh replied, "LOL, yeah." At 8:06 p.m., Chris said, "At least your AC works." Mark has it rough once he gets close to the desert. 5 minutes later, Josh said, "Yeah, that's going to suck." Riverside was the start of it. It was 90 plus, then out of nowhere we hit 106. Chris replied, "That's too much heat. It's gonna be stupid hot in Colorado Wednesday, Thursday. Should be fun at work." At 8:59 p.m. Josh asked what is the temp supposed to be. Chris said, 105, hot enough for me. Josh replied, "Yeah, that's hot, bro. I thought Colorado was always cool, LOL, WTF man." He then said, "We are about 50 minutes from home." At 9:39 p.m., Chris replied, "Geez, yeah, that temp needs to drop in a hurry." Also on this day, Jim Gutowski paid Nicole Kessinger on Venmo for pillow talk. June 25, 2018. Chris and Shanann enjoy their last day in San Diego. At 7:36 p.m., Shanann posted, "Had such an amazing last day in San Diego. Gorgeous weather and amazing friends." On this day, Nicole Atkinson hit her 12K and is going to pick out her luxury car bonus. Chris and Shanann leave San Diego and return home. Mark Jameson, in interview, said Chris told him all about Nicole Kessinger while in San Diego. "This shows me Chris was besotted with Kessinger and things were further along than we know about." Chris also later stated in an interview that he hated the San Diego trip. June 26, 2018. At 2:04 a.m., Shanann posted, "Just landed in Denver. Going home to take nap, pack for 6 weeks and be back here in 12 hours. Hashigothis. Checked into Denver International Airport. That morning Chris texted Troy McCoy from his work phone. He said, "I landed last night around 2 a.m. I'm around all day if you need to ask me something." Troy replied, "Okay, cool buddy. Get some rest." Chris responded, "LOL, you're crazy. Kids are out of control." At 1:43 p.m., Shanann posted the temperature in her car. It was 100 degrees. At 5:25 p.m. Shanann received a calendar alert with her flight information. Later that same day, Shanann, Bella, CC, and Shanann's father left for North Carolina. Chris took them to the airport. Notice on the pics Shanann is not wearing her wedding ring, but when on the plane she has it on. I don't know why, maybe she left it in her bag while she got through security. Cassie Rosenberg said before Shanann flew to North Carolina she and Chris were having sex 3 times a day, and she told Cassie, Chris just could not get enough of her. Amanda Thayer and Shanann had a telephone conversation, and Shanann was telling her that her and Chris were very close, their hands were all over each other. Shanann's dad, Frank, said while at the Watts house before they left for North Carolina, he noticed Chris shout louder at the girls, which he had never seen him do before. Shanann's mom, Sandra, said before Shanann came to North Carolina, Celeste had a rash in her private area and Shanann went to get a face cloth and some cream. While gone, Chris had the phone. She said she asked Chris to let her see how bad it was, being that she was an aide, she still couldn't see. Chris put it right on Celeste's privates. Sandra said she was so mad about this. On this day Nicole Kessinger asked Chris if they could meet up. If this is correct, then they wasted no time, because she also said that approximately the 25th or the 26th of June 2018, in person, meaning she was with Chris, she asked Chris when he and Shanann had decided to separate. He told her late March, early April 2018. Shanann, it was said, was also talking to a lawyer, Olayinka Hamza, in a restaurant around that time frame, so this could be correct. She asked if he still lived with her and he told her yes. He said that when she was home he slept in a different room, and when she was gone he would occasionally sleep in the master bedroom, but not frequently because the bed was uncomfortable. She asked why he had decided to separate from Shanann. He told her she was bossy. She asked him what he meant by bossy and he said she was controlling. He said that they didn't really argue much though, and once many years ago he attempted to stand his ground with her and she told him, "Get out of my house," and made him leave for the night. Chris said he tried to avoid arguments ever since then. He said that now if him and Shanann disagreed, she would make nasty comments to him and he would just ignore them. Kessinger asked if she talked like that in front of his kids. Chris said yes, his kids started to repeat her words and that is why he wanted the separation. She asked him what he said to his kids when they repeated Shanann's words. He said he would tell his children, it was not nice to say that to anybody. She asked if Shanann was bossy in front of his friends. He said that Shanann was all about appearances in all aspects of her life and that in front of her friends she was occasionally bossy, but she would turn it into kind of a joke so that it was more discreet. Kessinger also asked him how long the communication breakdown between them had been going on. Chris said 6 years and that the last year or 2 were the worst. She asked him if he had tried to communicate to her how it made him feel when she said mean comments to him. He said he tried to talk to her many times but it fell on deaf ears. She asked Chris if they had attempted to go to counseling to fix their problems. Chris said no. Chris then said that some nights he would still hang out next to the bed in the master bedroom with her and would try to talk to her or spend time with her till she fell asleep. Chris told her that the other reason he was separated is because Shanann hated that he liked to work out and eat healthy. Chris said that before they decided to separate, Shanann would get mad at him if he tried to go for a run at night once the kids were in bed. He said that Shanann felt it took away from time they should be spending together. Chris said it was frustrating because when he would try to hang out with her she didn't pay attention to him and would talk on the phone and scroll through social media instead. Chris said many times he would try to talk to Shanann and she would not acknowledge him, and instead would reply with, "Were you talking to me? Because I wasn't listening to you." Chris told Kessinger that Shanann had asked him numerous times to take pictures of them pretending to run together so that she could post it on social media. But she wouldn't actually go for a run with him. Chris said he started waking up early to lift weights because it was something he did every day and he didn't want his routine to interfere with his time with his kiddos. Chris said his health was important to him and he wished Shanann would have been supportive and not upset. Shanann, her dad and her daughters flew to North Carolina where they stayed with family for 4 to 2 days. Shanann posted a video of the girls' plane flight.
Ready? Set. Hold on. What you want to see? We are, watch.
Shanann has on her wedding ring. They have arrived in North Carolina. June 27, 2018. Chris was working with Anthony Brown when Troy McCoy congratulated Chris on baby number 3. Chris and Anthony discussed the baby. Anthony said him and his wife were having problems and his wife kept having miscarriages, so he didn't think another baby was on the cards for them. Chris asked if he wanted one, and Anthony said yes, I guess if it's a girl as we already have a boy, and Chris said he would let him know.
He did say something to me one time, and I kind of backed. I was like, what the hell? We were getting ready to get this facility up and running. It was just me and him. And that morning at the office, Troy was like, "Congratulations, man," as Chris walked in. No one knew what they were talking about. And then Chris was just like waving his hand, like 3. Like, yeah, 3. And we're like, what? And like he's like, "We're having another baby." And we was like, "Oh, congratulations." And that was the same day we went out to the field together. And I was like, "Hey, man, congrats again on your baby." And he was like, "Yeah, thanks." And he didn't really show any emotion. And he's like, "You and your wife gonna have another kid?" And I was honest. I was like, "I don't know, man. I don't think we can." And I told him, like, we've had some troubles trying to get pregnant again, and I don't think it's in our cards. And he was like, "Well, do you want one?" He just made like a straight up like that. "Well, do you want one?" Implying that I can have one of his. And I was like, "Well, yeah, I guess if it's a girl, because we have a boy, my wife wants a girl." And he's like, "Well, I'll let you know." And like, that was like, I thought he was joking, because I told him we've had.
Also, Anthony Brown said he did remember Chris telling him that he likes to run about 5 miles each day, but Shanann was getting on at him because she was going away and wanted him to spend time with her. Now Shanann had gone away, he told Anthony that he can now work out again. Anthony said, "Does she get on at you?" And Chris said, "Yes. I just want to run and can't even run without getting into trouble."
Did you ever talk about that? What was up with that?
He
what
never,
he was doing?
I didn't know him when he was a heavier set. Because he was pretty fit when I came over here. He was pretty slim. But I know he would just go running every morning. He told me he'd run like 5 miles every morning before, well, now that you may say that, there is another thing he said. He would just say he'd go running 5 miles in the morning. But he did make a comment one time that him and Shanann would get in fights. Or she was getting ready to go on a trip. And he wanted to work out. And she was like, I want you to spend time with me and not go running and working out. And this must have been before they went to North Carolina then. Because he was like, "Yeah, now that Shanann's gone, I can start working out again." And I was like, "Oh, she won't let you work out?" And he's like, "No, she's getting mad because I wouldn't spend time with her. And I just wanted to run in the morning." And he's like, "Now I can run without getting in trouble."
Part 5 coming soon.